So, you know that feeling, right? That sort of dull ache maybe behind your eyes, or
Yeah.
or like the stiffness in your lower back after sitting all day.
Oh, yeah. Or, those muscles screaming after you finally went to the gym.
Definitely. We've pretty much all been there grappling with some kind of pain.
And what do we do? First thing often is reach for a pill, right? Something quick from the medicine cabinet.
Right.
But what if, like, the best remedies weren't in a bottle? What if they were already right there, maybe even, built in?
Exactly. And that's really what we want to dig into today on the deep dive. We're looking at pain, but through a specific lens, natural relief, stuff you can do at home.
The medication involved.
No medication, just nature, basically.
Mhm.
Our sources, especially looking at insights from Dr. Evode, really hammer this nature-first idea. It suggests our bodies kind of get these simpler methods.
Yeah, what's really interesting from Dr. Evode's perspective is framing certain basic daily things, not just as healthy habits, but as your body's own built-in medicine.
I like that. Built-in medicine.
It's empowering, right?
Oh,
It's our bodies are actually designed to heal themselves if we just give them the right conditions.
totally. And our deep dive into this stuff highlights three super foundational things. The absolute starting points for that self-healing, that restoration,
The basics.
the very basics. Think of them like, I don't know, essential software updates for your
Yeah.
body, deep breathing,
Mhm.
staying hydrated, and daily stretching. Sounds almost too simple, doesn't it?
It really does. But, simple stuff can be incredibly powerful. Take deep breathing. It's not just about calming down.
Hmm.
It actually physically impacts how you experience pain. When you use your diaphragm properly, breathe deep, it stimulates the vagus nerve,
Okay.
and that nerve flips the switch to your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest mode.
Ah, the opposite of fight or flight.
Exactly. And that fight or flight response, it often cranks up pain signals. So deep breathing literally dampens that response. It's
Yeah.
physiological.
Wow. So it's not just in your head, it's actually changing your body's response.
Okay.
Okay. And hydration. We all know we should drink water, but how does that connect directly to relieving pain?
Well, water is fundamental.
Huh.
I mean, really fundamental. It's involved in almost everything at a cellular level, transporting nutrients, oxygen, getting rid of waste.
Right.
If you're dehydrated, your blood volume can drop. Your joints might not be as lubricated. You can get muscle cramps more easily. All that can make pain feel worse. It's like the essential oil for your body's machinery.
Gotcha. So direct impacts on the actual tissues and systems involved in pain.
Mhm.
And stretching. We
Yeah.
think flexibility, but how is it built-in medicine for pain?
Well, stretching daily keeps muscles elastic, joints mobile. That's huge for preventing stiffness, right? And it improves circulation.
Okay.
Tight muscles can actually squeeze blood vessels, even pinch nerves sometimes. That causes pain. So regular, gentle stretching helps release that tension, keeps everything moving freely, less strain.
Okay, so these three, breathing, water, stretching, are like our daily defense, building resilience.
Foundational habits, yeah.
But what about when pain does hit, that acute moment? What specific things does Dr. Evode suggest for more targeted relief? Let's start with maybe the most common one, headaches.
Right, headaches. Dr. Evode's insights point to a couple of really accessible things. One is just sipping ginger tea.
Ginger tea.
Yeah, lots of people have ginger around.
Hmm.
It contains these active compounds, gingerols and show gels. Research suggests they can actually inhibit something called prostaglandins.
Prostaglandins, those are the inflammation chemicals.
Exactly. They trigger inflammation and pain, especially in headaches. So ginger tea is like a natural way to dial down that inflammation response.
That's fascinating. It actually explains the why. Okay, and what was the second option for headaches?
The other one is applying a bit of peppermint oil to your temples.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty well known. The main component, menthol, gives you that cooling feeling,
Right.
which is distracting from the pain, sure. But it also seems to act as a muscle relaxant, especially on the smooth muscles around blood vessels in your head. Those often tighten up during a tension headache. So the peppermint oil helps ease that constriction, that throbbing.
Simple, direct, stuff you likely have on hand.
Okay, but what about the deeper stuff? Not just a passing headache, but say that chronic backache lots of people deal with, or maybe persistent joint pain.
Yeah, good question. For those kinds of issues, back or joint pain, the suggestion involves a bath, specifically an Epsom salt bath.
Okay, Epsom salts, I know people use those.
Right. You soak in warm water with Epsom salts for maybe 20 minutes. The idea, as Dr. Evode explains it, is that the magnesium in the salt gets absorbed through your skin, transdermally.
Magnesium through the skin. That might sound a bit surprising to some people, especially if they're used to taking pills. How solid is the idea behind that? Like, how does magnesium getting through the skin actually help with something like joint pain?
It's an interesting area. While it might sound a bit like magic, the theory involves transdermal uptake. Dissolved in warm water, the magnesium ions are thought to penetrate the skin barrier.
Okay. And once magnesium is in your system, it plays a really big role in muscle and nerve function. It helps block certain calcium channels, which allows muscle fibers to relax. That's key for reducing spasms and tension that contribute to pain.
Ah, relaxing the muscles.
Right. And it also helps regulate neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that actually send pain signals up to your brain.
That makes sense. So it's working on a couple of different levels there. Muscle relaxation and nerve signaling. That could be a big help for people looking for non-oral options.
Definitely.
Okay, what about sore muscles?
Mm-hmm.
You know, after a really tough workout or a long day of physical work, that achy feeling.
Yeah. For general muscle soreness, Dr. Evode's wisdom points towards using turmeric, specifically as a paste combined with a warm compress.
Turmeric paste. Interesting. We hear a lot about turmeric.
We do, and for good reason. It's famous for its anti-inflammatory properties. The main active compound, curcumin, seems to target multiple inflammation pathways in the body.
So it actually reduces swelling and irritation.
Exactly. And combining that turmeric paste with a warm compress does two things. The warmth is soothing and increases blood flow to the sore area.
Right, bringing in nutrients, taking away waste.
Precisely. And then you get the direct application of turmeric's anti-inflammatory action right where you need it, on those aching muscles.
So, okay, whether it's a headache or joint pain or just sore muscles, the underlying message seems pretty clear. There are these simple, natural things, often already in our homes, that our bodies just seem to, well, understand. They respond to them.
Exactly. That's the core idea, really. It's about empowering you, the listener, with tools for self-care, helping you understand that your body has these incredible healing capabilities built right in. It's about restoration, not just, masking symptoms for a little while.
It really is powerful when you think about it that way. We've touched on how deep breathing, staying hydrated, daily stretching, they're like your body's foundational medicine.
Your baseline support system.
Yeah. And then we looked at specific things like ginger tea, peppermint oil for headaches, those Epsom salt baths for joints and back pain, and the turmeric paste with warmth for muscle soreness. It makes you wonder if our bodies inherently get these natural remedies, like even down to the cellular level, what other healing wisdom might be lying dormant inside us, waiting for us to tap into it through just simple mindful practices?
That's a great question to ponder.
Yeah, maybe think about that. How might your other daily habits, the ones we didn't even talk about today, be contributing to your overall well-being, your resilience to pain, quietly boosting your health without you even realizing it? Something to chew on next time you feel that little twinge.